Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Today we're going to be making tuna melts, cheesy tuna melts. It's going to be a cheddar cheese, and it's going to be delicious. I had a lady ask me, I need some good sandwich ideas. So I told her I was going to go ahead and do a sandwich week. So we're going to get started on our sandwich week. So today it's cheddar tuna melts. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 5-ounce cans of tuna. And I have mine packed in oil. I like it that way. I feel the taste is, I think the oil just adds a little bit to the tuna. Now, you don't have to use that one. Use the one in water. But that's just how I always grew up. My parents always ate tuna in a can with oil instead of water. And so that's what I do. And I like it. I think it tastes better. I don't think it's quite as fishy in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to just put that over there. So I have my 2 5-ounce cans of tuna. Because after you drain the liquid, it's about 4 ounces. So, which makes it about a cup of tuna. So what I'm going to start with is my mayo. I'm going to go ahead and do 1/3. Oops. Good Lord. That's a crazy, it's not going to fit. We're going to do 1/3 cup of mayo and try not to drop anything on the floor. It's always scary when you start dropping things on the floor when you first start. But we've got to have a little entertainment somehow, some way. So we're going to put on our mayo. We have been going through a lot of mayo. Normally we use a squeeze tube. But boy, I'm doing pretty good. I better shut up. Everything will be on the floor. With my luck. So we're going to stop the talking and get to putting the mayo in. Okay. I think that's perfect. Can always put a little bit more. But I like to measure things out because, a lot of times I just didn't know how to make something or what consistency to make it. So I had to kind of teach myself, oh, this is too much, because if I like something, I may not think it's too much, but if somebody barely likes it, or it's just okay to them, then they're like, wow, that's a lot. So I try to do it that way so that it's a good bite for everybody. I'm going to pick up my cap and put everything over here. Okay, and I'm going to just give my a little mix. Yeah, that's perfect. Sometimes I think things are too much, especially dressings and mayos and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to do 1 tablespoon of Dijon. Okay, I'm going to put this one over here. And let me get my spoon. I'm going to just take it out this way. So that's 1 tablespoon. I'll put this and this here. I'm going to get another set of measuring. So it makes it easier on me. I don't want to put, I don't mind using the wet. I'm going to do wet. I'm going to go ahead and do my sweet relish. I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of sweet relish. My husband really likes this one. So I'm just going to go like that. That'll give it a little bit of texture and chunk. Because in mine, I don't use fresh celery. Every time I went to go make something, my hubby wanted a sandwich. I never have fresh celery. Or it would be celery where I should only be cooking with it right now. Because it's getting a little soft. So unless the celery is really nice and crunchy, I don't really care to use it unless I'm going to cook with it, because then it's going to get mushy anyways. I have 3 tablespoons of finely chopped white onion, and I'm just going to put it in. And for me, the onion has to be chopped because I want to maintain a texture of the relish and the onion pretty much being the same. So I took just white onion. It was about 4 or 5 small thin slices, because I noticed if you cut the rounds thin, then it's easier to chop and keep the onion much more consistent. So this is my little trick. You can use celery if you'd like. And if you don't have it, use 2 teaspoons of celery salt. There's your salt aspect. You know, you don't have to worry about it. And then you're good. You know what I'm going to do is just measure it like this. So here's the celery taste, and here's the celery salt. So all I'll be adding is a little bit of pepper. Okay, there's one. And here's 2. If not, just do a tablespoon of celery, or as much celery as you like. Usually, if you're going to do a fresh celery, you should do 3, whatever your onion is. If you put onion, or then you should do it the same way, or your relish. Pick one and see which flavor you like the best, and then do it that way. That's how I would do it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of parsley. And then we're ready to go. Okay, so everything is in. And now you can use tomato or no tomato when you go to assemble your sandwich. I'm not going to use tomato. My guys do like tomatoes, but on their sandwiches like this, they don't have to have it. They'd rather have the cheese and just grill it. Okay, it's going to be nice and creamy. And honestly, normally I keep mine in the refrigerator for about an hour. I pre-make it about an hour. And then, but you don't have to. You can make it right now and put it on there. You're fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this in the refrigerator. I have everything incorporated. Looks fantastic. Love the consistency. I'm going to plop this in the fridge for a minute. And then I'm going to get my bread. I'm using wheat bread today. My husband loves wheat bread. And it was really funny. I tried a tuna sandwich on wheat. And actually, I'm more of a white bread person. I like my Wonder white bread. I'm not going to tell a lie. And but I tried the tuna melt with cheddar cheese on wheat, and it was delicious. And so I was like, what the heck? I got to try this. I did a grilled cheese sandwich with cheddar and provolone, and oh my, no, it wasn't. It was cheddar and Swiss, and it was absolutely excellent. I'm also going to turn my pan on and get it ready too. Messy hands. Got my pan all dirty. Boy, the time I spend cleaning up. If I would just take a minute and not be so messy, I wouldn't have to clean so much. So what I'm doing is just buttering my bread, and gonna get it ready so we can do the famous tuna melt. Well, my one lady, she's like, I need some sandwich ideas. I'm tired of eating big meals, or salads, she said. She goes, it's getting cold, so I don't want any salads anymore for right now. And if I do, I just want it with my dinner or with my sandwich. But she goes, I want to do some soups and sandwiches. And I says, I'll make some sandwiches and show you how to do them. They're real easy. And most of the things, you have in the freezer, like your leftover turkey, we have a whole turkey in the freezer because we deep fry our turkey. So we make 2 turkeys per year. And then what we do is we eat the first one, or eat as much as we can of the first one. And then what we do is we freeze them. And this way, when I make turkey pot pies, because my husband's favorite pot pie is turkey, we do things like that. And so we save them. So I have those kinds of things in my freezer. And she says, oh, I have a lot of that kind of stuff too. And I says, okay, we're going to do sandwich week. I'm going to be doing some hot turkey sandwiches the way I used to eat them, like on white bread. So this week's going to be sandwich week. We're going to be talking about sandwiches and just enjoying sandwiches. Not only that, we've had a lot of great foods. So we're gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my cheese off for a minute. I'm gonna just put my cheese here. I'm gonna get the tuna because I want to put the. I want to go ahead and put Now you can do two things. You can do scoop or you can just do. Sometimes I get all crazy fancy and I take my little ice cream scoop out and I put it right there and just smush it down. But today we're not going to do that. Okay, one last mix. And we're going to go and I'm just going to pick up my whole bread. And I'm just going to go nice scoops on here. Because this is going to be your nice lunch for today. Or your dinner. And you don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin either, because you have to have enough nourishment to be full tonight. I'm going to put the cheese right on top. I'm just going to take my bread off, being all delicate and everything. I didn't put any oil in the pan. If I need oil in the pan, I'll put it there. But I don't think I'm going to need it with the butter. I kind of did the butter kind of nice and thick. But look at everything's incorporated real nice. Got a little bit of chunk from the relish, a little bit of chunk from the onion, and it'll be delicious. And remember, if you don't like one of the ingredients, take it out. It's how you like it. Replace it with something else. I have a friend who won't eat any onions or any relish. She uses bell pepper though. So I think that's kind of cool. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. Nice. Oh, it's already sizzling. Let me get this on here so I can pull it. Oh, you guys can see. Actually, I think you can see better over there. Okay, I'm going to get my tuna in the fridge for right now, and then I'll put the excess away. And we're going to take a peek at how it looks. Ooh, looking beautiful. Nice and golden right there. We're going to let it sit for a minute more. I don't have it on super high. I'm going to come around and turn it up just a little bit. So we're good there. So we're just going to let that cook real fast and we'll be good to go. I'm just going to put my mustard and relish and mayo in the fridge. Okay, I'll come back and we're going to take a look at this. Flip. Oh, beautiful. Nice and golden brown. Let's check this one. We want a little bit. Oh, there we go. Nice. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. It's good. Actually, maybe I'll just add a teeny bit of oil. Just a little bit. Not much. So I like mine a really bit on the crunchy side. It's about a tablespoon of oil. I'm going to just take my pan. I love using my skillet. You know, I ended up throwing a couple of these away when I was really young. I'm like, who wants that dinosaur era looking pan? It's huge. What do I need it for? Boy, I use that thing for everything now. But the sad thing is, I would have gotten them for free if I would have kept them. But oh no, decided to get rid of them. So I actually had to go out and purchase them. So I could have pans like that. Is that not crazy? Things you get when you're younger and you don't realize. That thing makes pancakes better than most things. I have, nice pancake ones. I swear. This thing makes more pancakes, better pancakes, and oh my gosh, the French toast comes out great. Now, oh, this is looking really great. This is looking gorgeous. Okay, just gonna flip them over. Turn them different ways. I use these things. I'm not surprised if these things go out on me. I use them all the time. I tell you. But so nice, you can make 3-4 sandwiches at one time. Nice size sandwiches, you can make very nice sandwiches. Fantastic. Gotta get that perfect crunch. So we're gonna flip this one again. This one is pretty much done. All I'm waiting for is, ooh, cheese is nice and melty. That's all we're waiting for is melty cheese. I'm just gonna dust this off. I had this, the bread on that when I was trying to just keep it cool, or not cool, trying to keep it from drying out. Whoops, I dropped my towel. I tell you, I'm the towel queen. I have enough towels to kill a horse here. I'm always doing laundry. Okay, good. Cheese is looking fantastic. So we're just going to let these cook for just a minute more, and we're good to go. And then with the tuna melt, we're just going to serve a bag of chips with it, a few chips, and then we'll be good to go. And that'll be a nice lunch. If I were doing it for dinner, I would probably serve some soup. Maybe, I don't know, probably a creamy chicken, or I don't know, maybe a creamy potato soup. I don't know. I like all kinds of soups. I also like chicken noodle soup with it for some reason, the Lipton chicken noodle soup. That's one of my favorites to eat. Tomato soup is good too. Okay, fantastic. Both are beautifully brown. Wow, gorgeous. Everything's nice and hot. I'm just giving it that one extra minute because I like it to be nice and melty and nice and colorful. It has to have a nice brown on there. If you don't get the brown, sandwich won't taste the same. Need the brown. Okay, you know, you can tell when your sandwich is done though. The tuna's nice and hot because if you poke on it, it won't come out. It'll stay together, but you can see it kind of bubbling. So this is done. I'm going to leave this one here for a minute more. We'll move this one over here. I'm just going to scoot it to the side there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right down. Look at the backside. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Now remember, I have wheat bread, so in case you just tuned in now, you'll be like, oh God, it's burnt. That's white bread. Nope, it's wheat bread. So wheat bread will get a little bit more of a crunch on it, crust. And look at that. That is fantastic. Look at how that looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a tuna sandwich for lunch. And let's get this one out. I believe this one is done. Oh yeah, you know, I punctured it. You can see the cheese is just bubbling there. Looks fantastic. Okay, so we are done with that. I hope you try my tuna fish sandwich. I hope you enjoy, and I want to thank you for coming in and cooking with me. If you like the content, if you could please like, subscribe, and share, I'd be most grateful. Trying to get my subscriptions up. So I really do need the support and the help. So if you could please help me, I'd be most grateful. Also, if you have something you would like me to make, just go ahead and put it in my comment. I read all my comments, or you can email me. My email's on there. And I just want to say thank you and hope you have a blessed week. Appreciate y'all.